Hello all, this is Dimitri here with Ukidz LLC. We're on another episode of assembly of UGears mechanical models. Today we're doing another STEM model, which is a curvimeter. The model helps you measure the distance on a map. Pretty much you put in the scale of the map that is shown on there and run the curvimeter along the map, and it will tell you exactly the distance that is between one point and the second point. The reason why it's curvimeter, you can do curves with it, so you can run it alongside the route, and I'll tell you the exact distance that you would travel being in the real world based on the scale of the map. Unfortunately, with the introduction of cell phones, GPS, maps, Google Maps, Apple Maps, and whatnot, this kind of product becoming obsolete, but at least it gives you the idea and gives the educational idea to the kids how it used to work in the past, what's the principle behind it, and so on. So let's go ahead and build it up. Do the opening instruction or opening of the box. Pull it out of nice little sleeve. The model is good for 8-year-old and plus. It is a STEM model, so it is fully educational and not only teaches you about the mechanism, but also shows you how it comes together, how it operates. There is augmented reality application that shows you how it works. Where it is used, obviously I already gave it up, it's mainly in navigation, and I want to say pirate ships, and pirates would use something like that, but in today's world with the existence of GPS, it is a little bit different, so the life that we live in. A little handbook for young engineers. QR code will give you the PDF instructions on, or not instructions, study guide of historical references, where it's used, what the mechanism is, studies, physical formulas, mathematical formulas, and so on. And shows you how it works. So nice little model. And let's go with the instructions on how to assemble it. First couple pages, just information about the product. Page number 6, helping tool on board number 3. H1, I'm gonna pull it out right away. And then there's 2 more helping tools, quantity 2, H3s, 2 of them. And then H2 on board number 4. So I'm gonna pull these out right away so they're not on my way. And put them aside. Page number 7 shows you some spare components that are on the board, so you don't need to call for those or email us for those. They're available. Anything else breaks, as always, you can contact us at info@ugears.us or customer service@ugearsmodels.com. The second one is the manufacturer. The first one is myself and my team. So let's start with the first part. We're on page number 8, step number 1. So the shows that it's easier to pull some smaller parts, especially with helping tool. I prefer to use my hands. Works out for me pretty well. So it's all up to you. Let's see, so first one, we need part number 1, which is bottom right corner of port number 1. We take the inner pieces out. However, we're gonna leave that piece R. I'm not gonna throw it out, but parts around it we can get rid of. And we need 4 parts, actually 3 parts number 2. They're on the same board, top right corner, and I'm using the helping tool to get these out. Don't lose them. And those go from the bottom let's see, 12, and you need to pay attention where it says 12 and 0, the part number 3 goes in there. Everywhere else is part number 2. So 3, 6, and 9. 3, 6, and 9. We're gonna have part number 2. Insert it in there. And then part number 3, top left corner of port number 1. I'm gonna go in the 12 o'clock position. And I'm gonna leave it upside down because step number 2, we need part number 4, top left corner of board number 1. It's gonna go over that. Let's see, they are identical, these pieces, except number 3 is a little bigger, it looks. So the bigger slot, we need to find that bigger slot. It has a little dot next to it to put over part number 1. And then part number 5, that would be on board number 2, top left corner. Same thing, this inner circle we're gonna leave on the side, and then these pieces we can take out. That was part number 10. And part number 5, same thing with the larger piece, number 3, 12, 12, they should match. We're gonna go just like this, snap it all together. Next, step number 4 and page number 9 is part number 6 and 7. They are located on board number 1. 6 and 7 right at the center line, 6 on the left, 7 on the, at the center. Snap them together, just like shown on the picture. And then with 12, let's see, we're going from, doesn't matter now, it does, where it says right. So left side, we flip it over on the right side from that surface. There's a little R here. We're gonna go from that, inserting that little piece. There's like a little tabs. So it's gonna go all the way in as far as it can go into that center. Step number 6, we need R, part number 8, which is on board number 1, and on board number 1, part number 8, top right corner, it says R on it. So make sure that R facing R, that is on the little circle on the outside, and we insert it all the way in, and we flip it over on the other side. So from the other side, we need part number 9, which got a little dot there, and that dot will match the L that is here. So put it on the same side that it's actually on the wrong side. It should be kind of towards you on the side where it's, I don't know if it's gonna matter much, but that's what it is. And then we use a little wax stick that came here with a little package to wax right around that part number 9, and I'm gonna turn it around. I forgot to wax it around part number 8. So just wax it around it, really good. Flip to number 10, and we need to put the rubber band right over, there's only one rubber band, right over that center wheel. So as we, one of the suggestions before you do the rubber bands, because they do dry out, because it's a natural rubber band, natural rubber, so they are prone to environment and they will eventually dry out. In order to prolong its life, the suggestion is to dip it in silicone or any kind of grease or oil. Maybe you don't want to do much of it because it is a running surface, right? So we're going to be running So maybe silicone or very thin layer of it, kind of to protect the rubber, which will make it last slightly longer than it normally would. They normally are, per our experience, last roughly about year and a half. After that they dry out and just fall off in the open air environment. If it's an enclosed, it will last a little bit longer. So let's see. Yep, I could have used the helping tools to put that up, but I already finished my job without using the helping tools. So steps number 2, 3, 4, and 5 for helping tools, and we're good to go. The rubber needs to sit nice and tight, without any kind of twists. So as you see, I evened it out a little bit back and forth, so it's not bulging anywhere. So we're good to go. Then we flip it on the L side on step number 1 on page 11, and we use that circle with L over it. Match up with the L. And then we need part number 11 on board number 2 on the left hand side, bottom left, with the L matching the L of that little circle, and L on the clock on the scale at the top. I should have waxed it before I put it on, but we can always do it after. Put a little bit of wax on there. Once again, you're probably going to need to work in all these mechanisms, as the wax is somewhat dry that is provided. Another option, you can use a candle wax with the tea candles, which is a much softer wax to lube it with. So we flip it 180 degrees, move on to page number 12, insert another round piece number 12 with the R matching R. And then board number 13 on the bottom left of the board number 2. I'm gonna wax it this time now before inserting it with the R matching R's. All the R's well matched, and A1 is ready. Next step, bottom left of page number 12, or bottom center, is we need part number 16 on board number 2. That's that piece right at the center here. And there's internal piece number 29, so we want to keep that on the side for now. We take the part number 16, we turn it upside down with the writing. Actually, are we? No, we keep it the same way, writing facing you. First, we're gonna wax inside internal gears here. And then the second, we're gonna insert part number 17 at the center on the left of board number 2. We're gonna insert it in these 2 little slots using the helping tool, pushing it all the way in, and we got our part number A2. So now we're gonna go put it aside. Page number 13, step 1. We need part number 18, which is on board number 3. Once again, there is another piece within it, so careful taking it out. It's going to be part number 36. We're going to put it on the side. Same thing, writing actually facing down. Wax the piece. All the gears. All around. And then part number 19 on board number 2. Bottom left here. we can insert it through this little small slot here with it going up. So writing on bottom, this is up. We're going to insert this wheel with R facing up. Then let's see, that's A1, and then we can do the little A2, locking these, that wheel kind of locking it inside. Let's see. Next, page number 14. Step number 5. We need 2 H3s to hold it all together to make sure it doesn't fall apart. H3 and H3. Hold the wheel inside, and we're gonna put it aside. Next step is step 1 in the top right corner of page number 14. We need part number 14 on board number 2 to the right, and we need to build 3 of those. So I'm gonna take all 3 out right away. I'm gonna wax them as it shows. Oh, that wax gonna run out pretty quick as the teeth are pretty sharp, and we got a lot of them. Let's see, 3. Now we need part number 15. They're on the same board to the left of the center line. I'm gonna use the helping tool to get these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're gonna wax these 2 on the outside. There's gonna be we need 2 for each one, so it's 6 total. Now number 4, number 5, and number 6. And then we need 3 number 2s. Number 2 is on the same board on the bottom right here. Board number 2. There's some spares. Take these out. They go through the center, and part number 2 goes on one side and on the other side. So now nice little assembly here. 1. Yep. 2. And 3. So we're done with step number 1 on top right hand side, and now step number 1 on the bottom of page number 14, and that one's gonna go, we're gonna take that sub-assembly that we have with the R still facing up. We're gonna insert these into these little lineup. Let's see, we're gonna line up A. Okay, so we're gonna keep what would be the easiest one? We need to line up B with B, A with A, C with C. So, and there's on these little circles, there's same thing, C, A, B, right? So B, we're in the right correct position, so we need to line up these 2 lines with the gear, there's 2 lines on the gear, so we do the same thing. Need to make that gear in there. Line it up. And put it against, so line, line, line. So it's all lined up. C lined up. We need to rotate, move that inner wheel a little bit, just to make sure that the lines are matching up. And the third one is A. Now A is matching, so all 3 are lined up, and we lock it with part number 20. Part number 20 is on board number 1 in the top right side. Then we need to match R with R, and we lock these in place. Now B, B, A, A, C, C, and R is facing up in our case. And step number 5 on the page number 15. That's part number 24 on the same board. There's some parts inside of there, so we're gonna pull those out. We need 2 wags on inside of this, just like this. And that's gonna go, doesn't matter on which location, just over the part number 20, and then you need to make sure that it clicks and moves one way clockwise, but doesn't move the other way. So we're good on this. Next step is 16, page number 16, part number 27, which is on board number 2, top right corner, the large piece. We need to match up with these little slots on here, and these pieces gonna go, let's see, let's do part number 17 first. Also on board number 2, right at the center, the ones that I have left on the left. So I'm gonna insert it, that's gonna go into the 2 top slots, or the slots that are closer to the center, and helping tool to put those in. Then we need 2 wags inside these little wavy, inner circle. Also, and then that part's gonna go over this little sub-assembly with the outer slots going into part number 17 that is sticking out right now. Just like this. And then part number 28, there's a to the spare one top right corner, our actual part on the bottom left. This one's gonna go through these 2 holes right here. 1 tap on the top, just like that, locking it in place. Step number 2, we need part number 21. And that part is on board number 1. Is that right? Part number 21. Yes, board number 1, right at the center, with the little step going towards the line. We're gonna insert it into this hole right here. And then part number 22, also on board number 1, top right, and 23 right above it. There's a slot on 22, so that slot facing the slot that is shown on here. And a sub-assembly. and push it all the way in, and then we're gonna lock it with part number 23 right over the top. And then if you see, this is assembly C, and it shows that little small piece has to be away from the little line and letter R here, so kind of like further away. If it's on the opposite side, you insert that little piece 21 in the wrong direction. So we're gonna put it aside right for now. Step number 1 on the bottom of board page number 16. We need part number 15. That's on that little piece that was on the board number 1. So we need 4 of those for number 15th. 1, 2, 3, 4, and for number 25. So I'm going to use the tool, pull these 25 bad boys out, put it aside, and we just need to locate the hole first to insert these little guys into these circles, cylinders. And then we're going to use the tool to completely insert it. I'm going to use a little bit different technique. I'm going to use the flat surface to push those in. And we got 4 of these. Wax them out, wax the outer portion of it. The round portion. All around. And then we're gonna use on the right hand side part number 26, which is located in the same little part that we just worked with. And then we insert it upside down into these little slots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're gonna take the sub-assembly that we had with the circles facing up. There's a little 2 cross, or like 2 slots. So those slots gonna go against the R. So we're just gonna insert it just like this. And next step is number 2, which is part number 29. That was one of the inner pieces there. Pull 29 out. This looks like gear, but that's not, so we can pitch it. And then with the part number 29, R has to match R. R matching R with the arrow pointing this direction. Hold on. No, it doesn't have to, it has to be 90 degrees away. So at least that's what it shows. And we insert it over this little sub-assembly and then lock it with part number 30, which is on board number 2, bottom right. And then part number 31, which is on board number 3, bottom right. Pull inner piece out and kind of put it aside for the gears. And this one, we need to wax the inner surface. And just slide over and make sure it moves and clicks. Page number 18, part number 32 on board number 3. With these curvimeter going towards that little tab that is sticking out here. There's only one way to put it in. Yep. Snap it all in. Snap it all together. Make sure the wheel rotates still. That's still all good. And we're done with this little part for a second. Part number 14, step number 1 on the page number 18. We need 3 of the part number 14s. Let's get these bad boys out. Part number 2s are within that too. Kind of going the same process for the other side. And then we need part number 15, which is on board number 3. And to the right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And same thing as before, we wax the all number 15s, number 14s, and then we use number 2 to join these all together. I mean, pair of 2 or 15th and 1 14. So nice little models, just a little of patience, and you have a pretty cool curvimeter that is going to do the awesome job of measuring the distance and based on the scale of your map. Let's see, number 14s. I have some spare wax here that I can probably collect. Alright, all around. That's waxed. And now we're doing the same similar thing that we were doing before on the other side. Joining these together. 1, 2, and 3. Little tough guy. All right, take our sub-assembly, part number 17, which is on board number 3 bottom there. Let's pull one out first. That one we're gonna go into these 2 little slots. Part number B that we just assembled. Once again, remember that we gotta match the EE. Everything should be matching right now. So we're matching the slot. They have to be like aligned. 1, 2, 3. That one's easier because the other side's already aligned. And they're just going to be inserted just like this. L is at the top. Then we take part number 33, which is on board number 4. Board number 4, part number 33 on the bottom left. L have to match the L here. And we're just going to insert it just like this. F, F, E, E, D, D. Everything is matching. L is matching. Step number 5, we need part number 34, same board, top right corner. Get the pieces out, wax on the inside. We just like this, put it over the little circle and make sure It goes counterclockwise with a little clicking sound. And we're done with page number 19. Moving on to page number 20. Page number 20, step 1. Need another part number 17, which was on board number 3, but like bottom at the center line. Part number 35 on board number 3, right next to it. Writing is facing up. 17 goes in the two top slots. Number 28, which is going to be on the board number 3, right at the center on the right hand side. I'm going to pull it out, and then we need to wax on the inside of this wavy surface. I'm running out of wax. Let's see, so 17 goes to the side here. We'll insert into the slots, and then part number 28, same thing with the tap, this little double tap towards the top. We insert it on this side. Part number 21 on board number 3, top right corner with the short stab facing towards the little slot here, and then part number 22 and 23. 22 right at the center with the little slot facing the other slot all the way in, and then we'll lock it with number 23, top left corner, just like this. So similar, it has to be away from the slot. We're done with F. Next one is we need 4 parts number 15. They're on board number 3 at the top center. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 number 25 is bottom left. Couple spares there just in case if you mess one up. Same thing as before. I'm just gonna insert them. One, two, three, 4. Pre-insert them, and then we need part number 26 on board number 3, right? It was 36, no, 26. 26 on board number 4, right at the center there on page 21 now. And we're gonna insert these upside down. Now we need to wax these, same as before. I'm using tiny pieces of wax that I got left. Need to check, make sure that we're still recording, we're still good. I'm pretty late down here, but it's all right. And then we're gonna insert those upside down into part number 26. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we need step number 1 on page number 21. We're going to bring this part here. There's 2 little slots here. Those slots should match letter L. Okay, my battery died there for a second. Let's see, put the wires aside. So we're finished, and actually went a little bit ahead, but had to pull back. And so we put the this was the last one, is that the cross has to match the letter L. So we push that correct, and then we take part number 36. The L's are 90 degrees off, and we're gonna put it over it, just like this. Then the next one, we take part number 37, we wax it inside, which I already did while my battery was dead. So just tracking back a little bit, we put it over, make sure it rotates. Part number 30, put it on top. Moving on to page number 22, we need part number 38 on board number 4. Board number 4, bottom right, with the writing facing you. Let's see, so part number 17, this tab, fit it over, and make sure that inner piece is rotating clockwise. We're all good. Number 39s on the bottom of page number 22. 39s are on board number 4, top left corner. Take the inner pieces out. They're symmetrical, so we insert it through the legs here. Make sure everything is matching, and all the slots, if you wiggle them a little bit, it will go all the way in. All the way in, locking everything in place. Once again, now we can pull out H3s, at least one of them, the one that is closer to the legs. I'm gonna pull that one out. Take part number 40, which is on board number 4. So first one we already pulled out at some time ago, so I'm gonna take it out and insert it through these little pieces. Same thing, kind of wiggle it around to insert it fully and completely on all sides, on both sides. It's gonna sit flush here on that side, and now we pull the other helping tool out, and we use the second 40, which is on board number 4, to lock that side too. Wiggle it around, straightening it up a little bit. And we'll lock it both in place. And we completed the assembly of a curvimeter. Now moving on to the settings. So let's see. Hold the curvimeter as shown on picture 1. And always angle the tool in the forward direction. So you kind of angle it forward. The model is symmetrical and suits both right and hand-lefted people. To have a better grip, slightly press on tool against the surface. Lead along the line you want to measure. So we need to set up all these at 0 and 0. And as we move around, we need to work it in a little bit. work it in. Once again, there's a lot of friction, so we need to make sure the wheels are all moving nice and free. Now, once we get that rolling, as you can see now, it's nice and smooth movement. Check and make sure. We adjust it to zeros. Oop, missed it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, and 0. Zero, 0. All the zeros are adjusted. 1, 2, 3. And as we move along, boom, boom, boom. 96.3 inch. 8 feet plus 1 inch. As we move across, it looks like, let's see, 1 foot and where's the scale? Scale. Zero out. Turn to reset to 0. 90, 70, 85, 90, 95, 0. And this is at 0. In centimeters, turn to reset to 0, 0, 0. Curvimeter, what is my scale? Alright, that's just we move it along. So like let's say I move it from this point to this point, moved it about 13 centimeters, I want to say. I don't know, 130. So if we look on here, 30, we'll see 30. I see closer movement to 30 centimeters. Is it 30 centimeters? 10. Let's see. That should be 1. Let's reset it, double check. It tells you the distance that it moved. Set it to 0. Set this to 0 and this to 0. And let's say I'll move it 10. 22.5 centimeters. I need a measuring tape to see what is moved. So, luck. On the other side, tells you how it moves. This is how to replace the rubber band if it snaps. Reset, measuring centimeters inch. So pretty much measures the distance that you move it on the wall. The way to reset it, you set it at 0 first, the wheel, then you set it, you can set centimeters at 0. And then you set the feet. Imperial. Oh, that's imperial. So I can probably check it on the other side. There's a centimeters line. Looking at this side, and I can look at this side and look at the actual units. So I'm moving from 15 to, let's say, from 10. Just want to measure the distance from 10 to stop at 40, which puts it at 30 centimeters. And I'm gonna do it at 240. To 40. We're at 27 centimeters. Second try. Give me a second. Let me make sure. 11.0. Need to make sure that I start and end at the same point. Let's do it again. All right. So if I start here, just need to make sure that I have some kind of measuring and move all the way across to 40. There we go. Just making sure that I start and end at the same location. So 10 to 40, that's 30 centimeters. I'm getting 30 centimeters on here. So measuring the distance of the map, and then you multiply it by scale to get you actual distance. Pretty cool little tool. Once you work it in, it's nice and easy to move. Oh, here's the 0. Maybe that's the point where you start at. That would be my guess. You need to make sure you hold it at the same location though. So, any questions, let us know. Email is info@ugears.us. Also, you can contact the manufacturer directly, which is customer service at ugearsmodels.com. And then more cooler and interesting models are available on ugears.us and ukidstoys.com as well. Once again, visit our Facebook, like our pages. We'd love to have you there. Please like this video, spread the word, show it to your friends about our cool models that we have. Thank you. See you next time.